Hello, my beautiful souls. The Awakened Dreamer here to give you your daily tarot reading for Tuesday, January 4th, 2022. Thank you so much for joining me. And I want to remind you, as always, this is a general daily read for all 12 signs for the collective. So just take what resonates and don't stress over what doesn't. Just getting back from the gym, and I picked up on a lot of energy to and from, so just needing to cleanse my energy real quick. But when meditating on the energy overall for the day, the message that I received was credit where credit's due. Credit where credit's due. Okay, so let's aim on down and pull some cards. Alrighty, let's get started by pulling the overall messages, focuses from the Spellcasting Oracle deck. We're going to pull one for each quarter of the day, and then we'll further clarify with the Light Seers Tarot deck. Alright. For my beautiful collective for the 4th, for Tuesday, January 4th, 2022. Okay, what else do we have? Perfect, we have all four. As we reverse the second half, there is an underlying focus on our individual self-confidence and life purpose. How confident are you in your work that you're producing, in what you're developing throughout this day? How confident do you feel? I do sense that the majority of us will be feeling quite confident in our appearance, in how we carry oneself throughout this day. But there is a focus on how confident you feel when it comes to your life purpose. All right. Actually, I'm being told not to keep that out. Let's begin the four cards. We have talent for the first quarter of the day. Talent. Alrighty, let's see what we have here. Actually, let's do some initial shuffling this way. We have the Magician and the Knight of Wands at the split deck, and I'm being told it's truly relevant for this spread for this day. There's a focus on us independently in a passionate way, moving towards what we deserve, what we desire, utilizing our talents to manifest what we deserve, what we desire at this time, a level of success. And it feels like a lot of us are being pushed to remember or to realize in general that our manifestation skills or skill sets definitely play into the amount of talent that we have. It's one of our individual talents. So why wouldn't you utilize it to your advantage? Let's see what we have here for talent. Justice. Wow, okay. As well as the Three of Pentacles. And so it's the beginning of the day where you're manifesting a level of success and you're gaining a sense of justice when it comes to your individual talent. It feels like one individual talent or skill set that just proves to be very, very impressive. People seeing you in a very successful light. And it doesn't even feel like just, people within your work environment. It could be people on a social media platform online, or it could just be friends, coworkers, acquaintances, family members. People just feeling like, well, damn, you're very talented. It may be causing certain people to be in awe and have their jaws drop to an extent. Okay, I'm being told to pull one more for this. We have the Devil, okay, and it feels like at the beginning of the day, it's very apparent that you could be overthinking these talents or what you're producing to an extent, or you could find that at times you just overwork yourself in order to utilize those talents and to be as successful as you can be. But all the meanwhile, you're getting your level of justice and seeing things happen a lot easier than you expect. Just try to balance things out a little bit more moving forward and not overwork yourself throughout the entire day or in the following days. Empowerment in reverse. So a lack of empowerment to make our way to wrap up the first half of the day. Okay. And so our worlds are changing, all right? Our individual world is changing, and it's going to be very, very apparent in this first half of the day in general. But for whatever reason, you make your way to wrap up the first half of the day and you're not feeling truly empowered, feeling as if your world is changing and you know there's a completion that needs to take place moving forward and it's going to be highlighted by spirit in the universe. But all the meanwhile, it just feels like you're prioritizing your peace, your serenity, your tranquility, or yeah, prioritizing that over the stress that could be coming towards you at this time. Feeling a lack of empowerment when it comes to all that's required of you, or all of the pressure that life has been putting on your shoulders these days. It's let's pull one more. I'm sensing a level of confusion as well at this point in the day for one reason or another. It could be due to certain downloads or what's taking place around you at this point. But for whatever reason, things are feeling quite heavy, a bit bland for one reason or another. It could be because you're just quite done with a situation, you know, emotionally, mentally, but it's just not in the physical realm done with you, or you're not, it's not the right time to be done with that situation. Does that make sense? That was odd wording, but it just feels like you need to focus on turning this in the upright position, empowering oneself, and realizing that you feeling empowered within the situation, even if it's a bit bland or a bit heavy, or just not a perfect fit for you, is going to make you feel more powerful. It's going to help you get through that situation and be successful all the meanwhile. Because I feel like it does play a role in your life purpose in one way, shape, or form. There's something to be gained, something to realize. There's going to be a lot of spiritual activity in the second quarter of the day as well. Let's pull one more. Two of Pentacles, and it feels like, again, a level of confusion coming through. Feeling like you're just trying to sort things out, weigh things out, go through a bit of a juggling act, trying to get a lot of obligations fulfilled, checking things off your to-do list. All the meanwhile, Spirit in the universe is showing you certain spiritual activity, and all the meanwhile getting certain downloads and that could potentially confuse you or just reroute your focus in one way, shape, or form. So I need to just try to stay focused and balanced and understand that what's being thrown at you, but going back to the Seven of Wands, however that pertains to you, is purposeful and you can handle it. Inspiration to make your way to begin the second half of the day. But going back, for whatever reason, I feel the need to go back to the overall message of credit where credit's due. In the beginning of the day, you're starting off by getting that credit that you deserve. That coming in the form of justice or feeling like your own individual justice. Whether it's people complimenting you, praising you, just giving you credit for that talent that you have within you. Okay, that you're putting to use in one way, shape, or form. But so we have the Six of Swords as well as the Ten of Cups. And so you get this level of inspiration coming towards you, within you. It just kind of comes to be. It's this aha moment where you realize what you need to leave in order for you to make your way towards this happily ever after, towards a more ideal lifestyle for you. If you feel like there's just a lot that's out of place or not aligned with you at this point as you change and grow. Going back to the World card, it's a day that reminds us that our individual world is changing dramatically from day to day. And so it's almost as if some of those downloads or just what you've been pushed to realize or notice in the second quarter of the day becomes more clear and more apparent, less confusing as you make your way to begin the second half of the day. And it has a lot to do with what you need to leave moving forward in order to embrace that happily ever after that you deserve. Okay? Feeling very inspired when it comes to your own individual talents. I do feel like for some of us, Spirit is going to push us to notice a new talent within another talent, or a talent that we haven't a skill set we haven't put to use yet, that just kind of sits within us. Okay? Let's pull one more. With the Page of Wands, it's about throwing what doesn't work for you into the air, including habits and thought processes, and maybe even overcomplicating things from time to time. That's a habit. And allowing for things to feel more simplistic as you move towards this happily ever after. And I feel like the inspiration is just going to almost snowball as you make your way into the last quarter of the day. But we're finishing up the day in the spread with love for the fourth quarter. With the Empress and the Ace of Wands, you're manifesting a new beginning when it comes to love. Whether that's with somebody that you've been with for a while, somebody from the past for some of you, or just somebody brand new. you are manifesting this birthing situation of success when it comes to these two souls uniting, connecting. And it's definitely you and one other individual. Some of you, it does have more to do with actual birth when it comes to having a child, and that therefore you're reminded how much you're going to love this individual, this child, this soul that you're giving birth to. But for the majority of you drawn to this reading, it has more to do with birthing a new level of love and romance in your life. And it feels like the inspiration continues and sort of moves from your happily ever after and your talents and whatnot to more so love and giving birth to whatever it is for you. Okay? And it does feel like the part of the inspiration that did flow in this third quarter may have had to do with love in one way, shape, or form. I mean, we did have the Ten of Cups, and you can see that imagery. A huge focus on how happy you're going to be moving forward due to what you're manifesting, even if you don't realize you're manifesting it. Okay? With the Eight of Cups, it just feels like you're being pushed to accept and be one with the fact that it's time for you to personally move towards a level of empowerment, a level of happiness, a level of comfort and stability. And whatever you're giving birth to, once again, whether it's a romantic situation, a love situation, or it's an actual child, it could be a fresh start for you in general, one that you're going to love. It's going to bring you this sunny feeling, this happiness, to push to move towards the sun, however that works for you. And to remember that this is a day where you're getting credit where credit's due. You could even find someone that is interested in you love-wise, gives you credit for your work, for your talents, and you just are left finishing up the day feeling this level of inspiration and passion, and just feeling like you are inspiring others all the meanwhile. And it reminding you of the power of your voice, your talents, your skill sets, what you create and develop and put out there into the universe. And therefore, remembering that when you utilize your talents, when you get the credit that you deserve at the end of the day, even if it takes a bit of time to acquire that, it leaves you feeling more empowered, more like yourself, and helping you become more in touch with your life purpose. All right? So I hope this reading was truly helpful. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. I hope you have the most amazing Tuesday, and I'll see you next time. Bye.